I have to follow the guy from Workaholics, so this is a lot of pressure. Yeah, so I'm very honored to be your guest from the United States. In case you don't recognize me, I didn't bring my gun, so it's very confusing to know that I'm from the United States. Also, you might not recognize me as an internationally renowned comedian, because I'm definitely not. I sent Ileana a Facebook message 2 days ago with a 5-year-old video of me doing stand-up for the first and only time. And now my face is on the flyer. So I looked up some of my fellow comedians performing tonight, who've been featured on Comedy Central and Netflix and Princess Cruise Lines. I thought it was important that I even out the playing field by listing some of my recent recommendations. I've received some great reviews recently. I'd like to mention, and don't be too jealous, but I just checked. My Uber driver on my ride over here gave me a 4.5 star rating. A recent Airbnb that I stayed at said, quote, "Kelly is a pleasure and lets the apartment very clean." And my mom recently wrote on my Facebook page, "Honey, looks like you're enjoying your travels. Remember to take your vitamins." So, lots of great reviews recently. I'm traveling the world with a group called Remote Year. They're here tonight. You guys aren't going to cheer for yourselves, really? You may have seen one of the Facebook ads for Remote Year. Looking to travel the world and work remotely, but quit your job after 3 months and become an alcoholic? Join Remote Year. Or you may have seen the Instagram campaign. Just get out of a long-term relationship looking to win the breakup by eating your way through 4 continents? Join Remote Year. So yeah, 22 countries in 12 months. I've been through a lot of shit, yeah. Like actual shit. We were in Santa Marta and the sewage system exploded. And the streets were just full of sewage. So that was great. Speaking of things exploding, my washing machine in Uruguay was plugged into nothing. So as the water was pushing out the dirty water, it just went into the cabinet, full of pots and pans and an electrical outlet, and then it blew a fuse in the entire building. And then yesterday I was trying to make a pizza in my apartment, and I couldn't figure out how the oven worked because it just looks like the lunar phases. There's no numbers. It's just like half moon, full moon, crescent moon. I couldn't figure it out, so I just ate the frozen pizza. But I really do love staying in Airbnbs because they give you like the most interesting instructions for while you stay there. So I was in Colombia and my apartment said, you know, here's the Wi-Fi password, trash goes out on Tuesdays, and don't have sex with minors. I don't know if you guys got the same memo, but there was a refrigerator on, the magnet on the refrigerator said, reminder, it's illegal to have sex with people under 18 in Colombia. Which I'm cool with, but there's a very confusing welcome basket because the basket in the apartment had like water and Cheetos and condoms and lube and a toothbrush and a can of Vienna sausages. You know, like the really dehydrated little hot dog things and oil in a can. So I'm thinking like one of these things doesn't belong, and if you're guessing it's the Cheetos, you're right, because what is up with the Cheetos in South America? Like if I'm gonna have like weird Vienna sausage kinky sex with a minor in Colombia, I want the original crispy taste of a Cheeto when I'm finished. But my favorite list of recommendations was when I was in Costa Rica. We got the binder, like a full binder, and it had a list of like restaurants you could go to, and then also like Miguel's surf shop information, and then it had 3 rules, 3 very important rules when staying in Costa Rica. Rule number 1, don't flush the toilet paper in the toilet. Which I know might sound strange, but like after the Santa Marta experience, I get that like the sewage system in developing countries is not always the best. However, like we also had a bidet, so I was like, maybe it's just like an effort to go green, and like you just use the bidet instead. I don't really understand bidets. If there's something that needs an instruction manual, it's the bidet system. Like, do you use the same towel to wipe your hands with? Like, which way do you face on the bidet? I don't understand. Rule number 2, don't go swimming in the river because there are crocodiles. So I wasn't even that worried about this one because I'm from Florida. And a part of my gym class when I was in Florida, anybody from Florida? take gym class in Florida, you have to learn how to run away from an alligator as part of your gym. I'm not even kidding. Also, I feel like it's important, not even a part of my set, that you know what to do if you're being chased by an alligator, and I happen to be an expert. So if you are being chased by an alligator, you have to run in a zigzag formation, and we practiced this in gym class for like 8 years. And the reason is because alligators have eyes only on like the sides of their heads, so they get really confused about which way you're going because they can't really see you. I think you just run in a straight line because they can't see you either way, but my gym teacher and I had disagreeing ideas about that class. But the most amusing part of that rule about the crocodiles in the river is that the river leads into the ocean, where Miguel and I are going to take surf lessons. So I am now worried about not only sharks attacking me while I'm taking surf lessons, but also crocodiles. Or maybe there's like a sci-fi movie like Sharkadile I have to worry about now because the sharks and the crocodiles have a place to mate. Rule number 3 is bring your own condoms from the United States. Do not trust Costa Rican condoms. This is a rule in the book. I still don't understand why. Do people just like poke holes in condoms in Costa Rica? Or I think maybe the people who work at the condom factories in Costa Rica are just super lazy. And they're like, Pura Vida, we don't need quality control. We have free healthcare and free education. You should be so lucky to get knocked up in Costa Rica. But I have to say that my apartment in Buenos Aires, my Airbnb in Buenos Aires is great, apart from the lunar phases on the oven. So we have a gym in our basement, which I was really excited about because in case you haven't seen Remote Year's LinkedIn advertising, want to put back on the freshman 15, join Remote Year. So the first day I go to work out in our gym, there's like 100 mosquitoes in the gym. So I have to give it up to the mosquitoes though, because if there's a place a mosquito's gonna live, the gym is perfect. Because humans are gonna get their heart rate up. Maybe you land on them right when they're lifting up a heavy weight, so they can't swat you away. It's like those pigeons that live in like the rafters of a grocery store. They're not stuck in the grocery store, they're brilliant. So, so I figured out a workout routine while I'm in Buenos Aires. My routine is, I run on the treadmill, stationary, pretending like I'm going to be able to run away from the mosquitoes that are landing on me and draining out all of my blood. Then I eat a shitload of red meat in Buenos Aires to refill my iron count. I call this Zika Zumba. So apart from the mosquitoes, I'm really enjoying Buenos Aires, but everyone keeps saying it's like the New York City of South America. And you're from New York. Do you agree with this?
Yeah.
Really? The rest of my set is going to make you unhappy, but I think that's okay. It is not at all like New York City for the following reasons. I'll prove it to you why. Maybe it's like the Hoboken, New Jersey of South America. Yeah? Okay, here's why. I was at a bar last night, and somebody was like, Saturday night, what do you want to do? And I was like, I want to go play a life-size version of Jenga with a midget, a drag queen, and a failed VH1 reality TV star. And they were like, that's not possible. And I know 4 bars in New York City you can go do anytime, day or night, and you can do that exact activity. So, yeah, no one's pushed me on the street. I haven't like smelled garbage as I'm walking down the street. I haven't seen a rat eating a giant bagel. So, I'm sorry, Buenos Aires, but you've got a lot to do to live up to New York City.